bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Gators offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. What a game he had last time out. Really helped him to the win. Better than 150 yards and a score. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're testing the right side here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take...
It's a running room. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the...
Damn.
They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the run, wants to pass. Turns up, it's Abrams. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Gators are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught on the RPO. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Pulls it on the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Might as well run him again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's a give to Joyner. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Uh-oh, look out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hand off to Joyner. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. And yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to get some
What's going
field
on, man?
position.
You here scouting?
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Leaves it in his belly. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Gators decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Driven back.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Down he goes.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean,
Oh, he found a space on the right. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. All wideouts, no backs. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third. Finds a man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Nice move to keep running. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. The quick game. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, come on, y'all need to block for me. That nigga was wide open.
And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Left side, it's Joyner. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They make the stop and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 2nd and long here. Here's a give to Joyner. He'll move it ahead and a good productive
Come
play
on,
the ground.
why you let that nigga open?
And a nice job
I'm
by
not
running
block
back,
him.
finding space,
Damn.
getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? And that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Got to make the play on 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Flips it out to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to throw one first.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. On the run, fires downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. There he goes. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse taking on the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Orange eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Now over to your game inside the Swamp. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the Swamp.
The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Quentin one more time. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This crowd on hinge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Y'all in here scouting?
Just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure.
Oh, okay, I see your money.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll run it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Drops back on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Joyner. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You know, that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Hand off to Joyner. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Left side, it's Joyner. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator.
That was a good pickup. Yeah. I needed him to replace Hardy.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Back to the ground game on the left. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Bless you.
And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where
damn, that fake got me.
Don't score, and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up. This thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
They're all over him. And he gets it away.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch
Wrong
radius on
play.
this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the single back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. makes the grab, headed to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got him. He's close to the first down, but they're gonna mark him just a little short.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to have it on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Gators sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on is just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Takes the easy completion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Looking down the middle. The short hands. It's Montgomery. And they make the tackle not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Turning it on. Past the 6. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a big play.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Joyner again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just got rid of that one.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They were all over it.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Sells to run, looking to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back to back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The run to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nice move there. He gets
Hell
right
no.
to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Quick catch. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Abrams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. The run inside. It's Allen. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Wide open, it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Needs it here on 4th down. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. He's past the marker. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's a give to Joyner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. Here's Quentin one more time. There he goes. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throws to the wideout. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right